While playing basketball, my girlfriend handed her male best friend a bottle of water. This time, I didn't blow up. I didn't make a scene. I just calmly said we were done. Sophia rolled her eyes so hard it was like she might strain something. She scoffed, straight up annoyed. "You're being ridiculous, aren't you? Breaking up over a stupid bottle of water?" "Yes," I said, plain and simple. That set her off. Her irritation flared instantly. "Fine. Break up with me then. But don't you dare come crawling back later, crying and begging me to take you back." Her roommate leaned in and whispered urgently, clearly panicking. "Sophia, don't be so reckless. Your boyfriend's loaded. What if some calculating girl sinks her claws into him?" Sophia shook her head, full of disdain. "So what if he's got money? He's pathetic. His family had everything arranged for him to study abroad, and he threw it all away just to follow me here. Picked some useless major at this school just because he couldn't stand being away from me. The guy can't even last 3 days of the silent treatment before he comes running back with his tail between his legs." She looked at me like I was something stuck to her shoe. "Honestly, I think Ethan has narcissistic personality disorder. He's always trying to manipulate me, always acting like he knows better. That patronizing, controlling vibe? Suffocating. Nothing like Tyler, who actually treats me well. What girl wouldn't want a boyfriend like that?" I didn't say a word. I'd loved Sophia for 7 years. I chased her all the way to this university. She basically defined my entire youth. What she didn't get was this: the wrong person can be replaced. The wrong university can be ditched. I'd already submitted my withdrawal paperwork. My acceptance letter from a foreign university had already arrived. As for Sophia, she could go play house with her so-called best friend. I was done with this two-faced circus. Chapter 1. Right after I told Sophia we were breaking up, she was the first one to block me, everywhere. When Tyler, her precious male best friend, video called me, I was in the middle of deleting her photos from my phone. My fingers moved faster than my brain, and I accidentally accepted the call. On screen was a private karaoke room packed with people, eating, drinking, loud as hell. The vibe was chaotic. One girl leaned towards Sophia with a smirk. "Young Master Harrison's got quite the temper, huh? You sure he'll come begging to be added back after you blocked him? What if he actually moves on this time?" Sophia laughed, confident as ever. "You don't know Ethan like I do. That guy can't survive without me. His family had his whole future planned, studying abroad and everything, but he threw it all away to follow me here. Even picked some obscure major just so we'd be at the same school." She grinned smugly. "He's never lasted more than 3 days in a fight with me. Give it time. He'll come back wagging his tail, begging me to forgive him." Tyler, with his neon green dyed hair, lounged beside her, arm draped over her shoulder. He chuckled. "Damn, Sophia, you really know how to train a guy." Another girl chimed in nervously. "Sophia, maybe don't push him too far. Your boyfriend's rich, and school just started. What if some scheming girl swoops in and steals him?" Sophia rolled her eyes dramatically. "Can you not be such a pick-me? So what if he's got money? I don't owe him anything. Guys like him with that old-school patriarchal mindset don't even deserve girlfriends. Maybe if he realizes how wrong he is, he'll fix that nasty attitude." Someone laughed. "No wonder you're Sophia, so independent and clear-headed. If I had a rich boyfriend like that, I'd worship him. I'd never dare block him." Sophia sighed like she was carrying the weight of the world. "I'm just annoyed, okay? It's only been 6 days since school started, and we've already fought 4 times, all because of Tyler. What's wrong with giving Tyler a bottle of water during basketball? Who says I can only give water to my boyfriend? If people want to gossip, that's their problem. I was just handing over a drink, but Ethan blew it way out of proportion, lecturing me with all that self-righteous nonsense. Tell me, isn't his controlling, paternalistic attitude just too much?" Tyler shrugged, fake helpless. Alright. If Ethan can't stand me being around you, I'll keep my distance. As long as you two don't fight anymore, I won't make things worse." A girl nodded eagerly. "Ethan really is too controlling. That's how men are, always projecting their dirty thoughts, thinking guys and girls can't just be friends. Sure, Tyler doesn't have money, but he's emotionally intelligent, popular, and actually understands us girls. How does some rigid, straight-laced guy like Ethan even compare? Sophia frowned. Watch your mouth. Ethan is my boyfriend, and Tyler is my best male friend. They're both important to me. It's not like I actually want to break up with Ethan. I just want him to fix those annoying flaws of his. I couldn't listen anymore. I silently ended the call. Chapter 2. My mood hit rock bottom. Right then, my food delivery arrived. I poked at the rice, completely zoned out. Food that used to taste amazing now felt dry and bitter. Sophia and I grew up together, childhood sweethearts. From kids messing around to young lovers, we shared more than 10 years of memories. Chasing her had become instinct, a habit so deep I never even questioned it. But this time was different. This time I meant it. I was really done. Not like she thought, me crawling back on my knees. Soon after, my mom called. Ethan, are you serious about dropping out and going abroad? She asked, worried. Yeah, I'm serious. She paused. What about Sophia? Didn't you want to study with her? Long distance isn't easy. You need to think this through. If she hadn't asked, I might have held it together. But hearing her say it made everything spill out. I struggled, then finally said, Mom, I'm sorry. I woke up too late. I should have been walking my own path, not forcing myself into a school and major I didn't even like just for someone else. After listening, my mom actually sounded relieved. Realizing it now is still a good thing. I used to think as long as you were happy, money didn't matter. But maybe Sophia just wasn't meant to have this kind of life. Then my dad cut in from the background. Son, don't worry. The semester abroad doesn't start until next month. Your offer's still valid. Plenty of time. I'll get your visa sorted fast. You've got this. I couldn't help laughing. Thanks, Dad. Chapter 3. It took time to adjust my mindset. I started packing up everything Sophia had given me over the years. Gifts, trinkets, photos. I carried them downstairs, ready to throw them out. The moment I stepped out of the dorm, I ran straight into Sophia and Tyler coming back together. Tyler had his arm casually hooked around her shoulders. They were laughing, pushing each other around. He stumbled a bit, slurring, I'm not drunk. It's just one case of beer. I could still go 300 rounds. Sophia, you believe me, right? She'd been laughing too, until she saw me. She froze. Silently, she shoved Tyler's arm away. She probably thought I'd lose my temper like before, blow up, start another massive fight with her. But this time, I didn't. I just carried the box straight past them, face completely blank. Sophia's expression cracked. She raised her hand and blocked my way. What are you doing? You're even throwing away the scarf I knitted for you. I spent a whole damn month on that. Once it's gone, it's gone. Think carefully. If you throw it away, I'll throw away everything you ever gave me too. And no matter what you give me in the future, I'll never forgive you again. I frowned, irritation flashing across my face. We already broke up, and you're still trying to squeeze money out of me? I'm not interested in buying gifts for an ex. Sophia bit her lip hard. Fine. Just don't regret it. I turned to leave, but Tyler suddenly grabbed my arm. Bro, let me say something fair, Tyler said, acting all righteous. Honestly, I can't stand watching this anymore. You're a grown man. What's so hard about giving in to a woman? Why be so petty? I snapped back instantly. Why should a man have to give in just because she's a woman? If you ignore right and wrong and only talk about gender roles, where's the fairness in that? Do you really think whatever garbage you say automatically becomes the truth? He froze for a second, then forced himself to continue. Brother, you seriously misunderstood what happened today. I just drank a bit too much. That's why I asked Sophia to walk me back. I'm just her male best friend. Nothing else. At most, it's just mutual help between friends. Mutual help between friends? I actually laughed out loud. Mutual help between friends? So what, buying her pads when she's on her period counts as mutual help? Playing couple heroes in games and getting shipped together? Sending her money transfers with romantic vibes? Also mutual help? Tell me, what the hell is a male best friend supposed to be? Male friendship can be close, sure. But isn't that just a sex buddy? Why dress it up with some fancy name like male bestie? Get lost. The farther, the better. Don't come back here and disgust me again, or I swear I'll slap you. Tyler froze on the spot. He awkwardly laughed twice, his face a mix of embarrassment and helplessness. Ethan, I honestly didn't know you'd care about something this trivial. All right, fine. I'll apologize. But Sophia bit her lip, tugged at his sleeve, and cut him off. Don't apologize to him. There's no reasoning with someone like him. All he does is lecture people and never reflect on himself, getting angry over every little thing. I seriously think he has violent tendencies. She looked at me coldly. Throw it away if you want. I don't care. But if you do, I'll never talk to you again. I didn't hesitate for even a second. I strode to the trash bin and, with a loud bang, dumped everything inside. Chapter 4. I went back to my dorm, crawled under the covers, and passed out from pure exhaustion. My dreams were scattered, broken pieces. Most of them were about Sophia. 5-year-old Sophia. Her little brother had grabbed her favorite toy and broken it. She ran crying to her parents, only to hear the adults say, "You're the big sister. Can't you let your brother have it?" She wailed, crying her heart out. I jumped off the dining chair, hands on my hips like some tiny grown-up, and demanded, "Why should a sister always have to give in to her brother?" Sophia's mom replied casually, "The younger ones don't understand. Of course the older sister has to be more tolerant." Right then, I grabbed her phone and pretended to smash it on the floor. "So if I'm younger than you, does that mean you should give it to me?" In the next scene, I ran over and handed my toy to Sophia. Amid the adults' indulgent laughter, she looked at me, stopped crying, and planted a quick kiss on my cheek. From innocent childhood nonsense to the first sparks of romance, Sophia and I grew up together, side by side. More than 10 years passed in the blink of an eye. Later, she'd laugh and say, "Put away your dad mode authority. Only I can tolerate you like that. Who else would?" Looking back now, the dad-type boyfriend and the dad-flavored boyfriend are really just two sides of the same coin. When they reason with you or protect you, they're the dad-type boyfriend. But when that reasoning is aimed at the girl, they suddenly become the dad-favored boyfriend. For a long time, I truly believed she was my forever. Until 11th grade, when we were split into classes, and Tyler showed up. Tyler was nothing like me. In everyone's eyes, he was the problem student. Reckless, wild, dyed green hair, lollipop in his mouth, claiming he was quitting smoking. I don't even remember how many school rules Sophia broke hanging out with him. I only remember her saying, "You don't understand him at all. He's not like other troublemakers. He only puts up his spikes to protect himself from getting hurt. His family is poor. His mom died early. His dad beats him. I feel like we're the same kind of people. Only he understands me, and only I understand him. We're both people whose hearts crave salvation." It sounded like fate. Like she'd found her soulmate. They started riding motorcycles, skateboarding, chasing adrenaline together. Every time I planned a date with Sophia, Tyler would suddenly pop up with some excuse and drag her away. I finally snapped. "Can you stop hanging out with him? You're my girlfriend. You should keep some distance from other guys, right?" Sophia pouted, all innocent. "But I want to do these things and you won't join me. Besides, he's just a friend. Why are you being so harsh? Don't you trust me?" After that, any time I complained, she'd explode. She'd run off to play with Tyler until she felt satisfied, then come back acting sweet, apologizing, asking for forgiveness. If I didn't give her a way out, she'd flip the script and get mad at me instead. What kind of logic was that? Nobody knew the full story. My breakup with Sophia wasn't just about a bottle of water. On the second day of the new semester, everyone was exhausted and went to bed early. Sophia snuck out with Tyler to race motorcycles and didn't come back all night. That's when everything blew up. I called her, no answer. Then I scrolled past a local video and saw footage of a motorcycle accident. My heart dropped. In the dead of night, I drove like a madman to the overpass. I didn't even fully stop the car before flinging the door open and falling out. I rolled across the pavement, clumsy and brutal. My leg was ripped open, blood everywhere. When I looked up, not far away, I saw Sophia, terrified, leaning against Tyler's chest while he comforted her gently. At that moment, I was done. Completely drained. I thought, let it be. People have to accept that nothing lasts forever. Chapter 5. 2 weeks later, while eating in the cafeteria, I got the news that my visa was approved. My dad said my passport was already on the way. If nothing went wrong, I'd be leaving in 3 days. That same moment, Sophia and Tyler walked into the cafeteria. By pure bad luck, they sat just a short distance in front of me. Tyler played the doting boyfriend, picking meat out of his own plate and placing it into Sophia's. She ate casually, but her eyes kept drifting toward me, like she was waiting for me to break the silence. For 2 weeks, I hadn't contacted Sophia once. Even when we crossed paths, I treated her like she didn't exist. This time was no different. I packed up my tray and left. What I didn't expect was that later that evening, a photo of me eating alone got posted on the campus confession wall. Someone asked if I had a girlfriend. I replied, no. After a while, Sophia's account commented underneath, wow, Ethan. So you're playing the single guy card now? Got some nerve. I barely used Q and had almost forgotten I hadn't deleted her yet. Then Sophia messaged me directly. It's been 2 weeks and you still haven't come to find me. Honestly, when I get mad, I just want you to coax me a little. But you never get it. All you ever do is lecture me. Even when you're right, the way you say it just makes me hate hearing it. Then she sent another message. Alright. So, do you miss me? Right after the breakup, I did think about Sophia a lot. But now, I could face her calmly, no drama, no feelings left. I didn't say much, just replied. Do you need something? If not, I'm deleting you. She replied instantly. Fine. Delete me then, face with rolling eyes. Sophia's tone was light, like she thought I was just bluffing and needed an excuse to save face. Then another message popped up. Tomorrow I feel like eating at that barbecue place near the school gate. You'll take me, right? National Day's coming up anyway. We still have to go home together. Which day should we book the tickets? Chapter 6. Up until now, Sophia still thought I was just giving her the cold shoulder. Only this time, a bit longer than usual. Back then, if she pouted, I might have caved and backed down. But that was when she was still my girlfriend. I didn't reply anymore. I blocked her. Deleted every contact. Didn't even save her number. The next day, Sophia cornered me in the cafeteria. Oh wow, look who suddenly grew some backbone, she sneered. Ethan. I pulled you off my blacklist ages ago, and you still didn't notice. Guess you really don't love me anymore, huh? What? Chatting up some other girl. She reached for my phone. Give it to me. I shoved her hand away and snapped. Don't you know exes are supposed to be treated like they're dead? She blinked. I don't. Sophia wagged a finger. I only know you're about to start one of your long, annoying lectures again. That actually made me laugh, pure anger laugh. I turned to leave, but she grabbed my sleeve. Alright, we already fought. You can at least eat the barbecue I brought back for you, right? Yesterday I saw you eating alone and it made me feel awful. Without me, you don't even have anyone to talk to at this school. Then she added casually, oh yeah, did you book your flight home for the holiday? I replied flatly, already booked. She brightened. Then show me the flight info later. I'll buy the seat next to you. Before I could respond, Tyler's annoyed voice cut in. Sophia, didn't you say you had something important to do? Sometimes I seriously wondered if Sophia had a tracker on Tyler. How else did he always show up at the worst possible time? Sophia tilted her head, glanced at him, and said sweetly, of course. Eating with my boyfriend is important. But Tyler wasn't joking this time. That's enough, he said quietly. Do you know how worried I was when you didn't reply all day? Sophia lowered her head, silent. Tyler sighed, disappointment heavy in his voice. I knew it. Yeah, we're friends, but friends can eat together, right? Why hide it from me? If you don't want to hang out, just say it. I'm not the kind of guy who clings. With that, he slammed his tray down and walked away. The tone. The posture. Instantly, I understood why male best friend and backup boyfriend are basically the same thing. I was speechless. I said, "Then go find your good girlfriend and stop bothering me. No need to get mad over a meal. Once I leave the country, I'll probably be cooking for myself anyway." Sophia clearly thought I was jealous. She smiled, eyes curving. "How generous of you. Fine, I'll really go then." She leaned in close, watching my expression. I said coolly, "If you want to go, go. None of my business." She didn't get the reaction she wanted. Sophia froze, then pressed her lips together. "You always think I have no boundaries. But the truth is, I just feel he's like me. That's why I hang out with him. You grew up spoiled, you don't understand people from broken homes, so you never empathize." She paused, then added, "And I still chose you, even though I could have found someone better." I ignored her and focused on my food. Sophia's eyes lit up, thinking she'd hit a nerve. She snapped a photo of me eating with my head down and happily posted it. I love seeing my boyfriend jealous. He still really loves me. The best way to move a relationship forward is to trigger a man's possessiveness. Chapter 7. Early the next morning, I went to pick up my stamped withdrawal application. After getting the departure notice, there were still a ton of things to handle. My phone kept buzzing nonstop. They were emails from Sophia, sent through the school system. The first dozen all said the same thing. "Lazy pig. Lazy pig. Get up. Get up. Get up. Stupid." The later ones read, "Why haven't you unblocked me on WeChat yet? Did you forget?" The last one said, "Didn't sleep all night. I'm exhausted." Looking at the flood of notifications, I thought, should I at least reply? After all, over 10 years of feelings. Maybe it should end peacefully. That thought disappeared fast. Tyler posted a status. "Drove too fast last night. Ended up in the hospital. Worth it though. Someone's so worried they're staying on campus for the holiday." He attached 3 photos. One was a lunchbox full of heart-shaped food on a hospital bedside table. One was Sophia leaning over the bed, crying. And one was Sophia asleep on Tyler's shoulder. So that's what she meant by, "didn't sleep all night." Expressionless, I scrolled through the comments. They were disgusting. "Not bad, huh? Feels like you two are more than friends. They look so good together. I'm shipping this. Tyler's insane. I heard she even applied to this university for him. Is that true?" Tyler replied, "It's true. Her grades were good enough for a better school, but that one was too far away. So she applied here with me." Then her boyfriend tagged along too, which was kind of funny. Someone else commented, "Damn, Tyler's got serious game. 666. Only then did I realize, Sophia chose this university because of Tyler. So what was I? A clown, apparently. I turned off my phone and went back to packing my luggage. Chapter 8. Later that day, Sophia showed up again, like always, carrying leftover cake. "Hurry up and eat," she said. "I've got stuff to do later. I came just to tell you, cancel your plane ticket." I thought about it. It's just a short holiday. No need to go home. We can still have fun here. I want to buy Hanfu and check in at nearby scenic spots. My bestie said the photos will look amazing. Seeing my expression, Sophia hesitated. "What's wrong? You think it's too expensive here? Don't want to spend money? Since when did you get so stingy?" I replied, "Sophia, we've already broken up. Stop coming to me." She rolled her eyes. Yeah, we broke up." She kept unpacking the food. "You're really something. Anyway, cancel the ticket. I'm not joking. Don't call me later asking why I didn't go back." Then she leaned in, eyes lingering. "I bought some new sleepwear. We've been sulking for a week already. Another 7 days apart, aren't you scared you'll burst?" She tugged her neckline down slightly, revealing half a shoulder. The next second, I calmly pulled it back up for her. "I already told you, we broke up. Whether it's 7 days or a year apart, it has nothing to do with me. I don't care. Do you understand?" Sophia stared at me, her face slowly draining of color. She bit her lip. "Ethan, you think you're too good for me now? I really don't get it. What are you even mad about? I couldn't help laughing. She bit her lip again. What's with that attitude? Her eyes welled up. It's because I've been too considerate, too understanding, that you think I'm cheap and easy to fool. You trample all over me without a second thought. A woman who gives her heart to a man is doomed for life. I laughed and said, so not spending money on you or not going out with you counts as hurting you. I'd really like to know which, bestie, told you the photos would look amazing. You clearly stayed for Tyler. Why are you still acting? Where you go and who you go with has nothing to do with me. Just don't come crying to me playing the victim. That acting is straight up cringe. It makes me sick. Sophia closed her eyes, like she'd finally run out of hope. She threw the cake bag onto the ground. If that's how you see it, then fine, she said. Yes, Tyler is involved. But people have hearts, you know? Be honest. If your good friend got hurt and no one stayed with him, wouldn't you look after him? If it weren't for our fight yesterday, if we hadn't chased him off, Tyler wouldn't have gone racing in the rain. Shouldn't we take care of him? Ethan, I'm really disappointed in you. I didn't think you were this kind of person. No sense of responsibility at all. That same mix of grievance and disappointment showed on her face again. I must have been blind to fall for you in the first place. I didn't want to say another word. All right, I said. Anything else? If not, I'm going back to sleep. I turned and walked away. Sophia shouted after me, Ethan, you've gone too far. I've said what I needed to say. Whether you cancel your ticket or not, I won't come looking for you again. Think carefully. Another 7 days of Cold War. When my relationship with him improves, even if you kneel and beg me, I won't come back. Chapter 9. Hearing her final threat, I was completely speechless. She clearly knew what Tyler really wanted. Calling him a male bestie and insisting it was pure friendship was just playing dumb, using the word friend as cover for flirting. Sophia dared to be this bold only because she believed I couldn't live without her. So she dragged Tyler in as leverage. But I was leaving the country. Why would I care what she and Tyler did anymore? The next morning at 7 a.m., I called a cab to the airport and quickly checked in my luggage. Before, I always had to help Sophia carry her suitcases. She'd packed 2 of them till they were bursting, each hitting the full 23 kilos, tossing in anything she could think of, useful or not. Back then, going home always felt exhausting and messy. But now I realized the problem wasn't going home. The problem was Sophia. She dared to bring suitcases she couldn't lift because she knew there'd always be someone to carry them for her. Without Sophia, life suddenly felt light. Boarding was still 20 minutes away when an unfamiliar number popped up on my phone. It was Sophia, borrowing a friend's phone. Ethan, come downstairs. Let's go eat breakfast together. A new tea house opened nearby. My bestie says it's amazing. I brushed her off. I'm not in the dorm. Then where are you? She asked. The airport. Sophia went quiet for a moment. Then she snapped. Ethan, did you even listen to what I told you yesterday? I did, I said casually. You want to get closer with Tyler, right? Congrats. Best wishes. Sophia completely lost it. She clenched her teeth. Fine. Perfect. Very well. I swear, Ethan, if I ever come back to you, I'm a dog. I stayed silent. In the background, I heard her roommate's voice. Sophia, your boyfriend's such a letdown. I think he just doesn't want to spend money on you. Forget him. Let's go ourselves. We don't need men. Won't spend a cent on men. Sophia replied, not that extreme. I'll call Tyler, ask if he wants me to bring him some shoo mai. Before the call ended, I said, Sophia, if you call me again, I'll change my number. She gave a cold snort. As if I care. Chapter 10. After a 10-hour flight, I landed in the UK. There was so much to deal with in a new environment. I kept myself busy, barely thinking about anything else. By the time I finally settled down, several days had already passed. When I opened WeChat, my feed was basically flooded with Tyler's posts. He'd posted a ton of updates, every single one about Sophia. As time went on, their poses got closer and closer. I even saw a photo of Sophia sleeping beside Tyler, her face in profile. The caption read, Sophia the dog fell asleep stealing a patient's bed. At least you're a girl. Show a little restraint, will you? Face with tears of joy. I stared at the picture for a long time. No matter how close Sophia and Tyler had been before, it had never crossed this line. Then I remembered her words. When my relationship with him improves, even if you kneel and beg me, I won't come back. Suddenly, everything clicked. Under Tyler's post, a mutual friend commented hesitantly, "Wait, doesn't Sophia still have a boyfriend? Isn't this kinda inappropriate?" Tyler replied, "Idiot. What the hell are you barking about? They broke up ages ago. Keep talking nonsense and I'll have someone deal with you." I looked at it and just smiled faintly. Then I tapped my screen and deleted Tyler. After that, I changed my phone number and every social media account, slowly blending into my new school circle. 2 weeks later, my mom called. Her voice was full of frustration. "Ethan, did you not tell Sophia you were going abroad? She's almost gone crazy looking for you." I froze. What happened? That girl, honestly, my mom said. A whole week after the holiday ended, she realized you hadn't gone back to school. When she couldn't reach you, she thought something happened and even went to the police. Later she found out from the school that you'd withdrawn. She rushed overnight to our house asking if you were retaking classes. I told her you went abroad to study, but she refused to believe it. Said you never told her. I didn't want to deal with her, so I sent her away. But now she comes every day begging to see you, crying whenever she gets emotional. Ethan, you need to explain things to her properly. I was speechless. To stop Sophia from bothering my mom, I logged back into my old account. The second I removed her from the blacklist, her video call came through. Chapter 11. In just a few days, Sophia looked like a completely different person. Her hair was messy, her eyes swollen, her face haggard, like she'd been crying nonstop. "So," I asked, "what's going on now?" When she saw the daylight outside the window behind me, Sophia finally believed I was no longer in the country. She bit her lip. "Where did you run off to?" I looked at her calmly. "Sophia, I've told you many times, we already broke up. Going abroad to study isn't my ex's business. Stop showing up at my house." She let out a short laugh, but her eyes turned red. She spoke while holding a bottle of water. "Just because of a bottle of water, you're abandoning me?" I shrugged. "So what? What's the problem?" She cried and laughed at the same time. "Oh my God, how can someone be this ridiculous? I can't even process it. You insisted on going to the same university as me, and now you're telling me that just because I gave another guy a bottle of water, you drop out, go abroad, and don't even say goodbye. Ethan, I don't accept this. I absolutely don't accept it." I chuckled. "But you agreed to the breakup." "That didn't count," she said. "I was just sulking, waiting for you to coax me. I never really meant it." "What you meant has nothing to do with me," I replied. I wasn't about to take that excuse. "Sophia," I said, "just like you got tired of me lecturing you, I got tired of being patient with you over and over. My bottom line is gone." She froze, staring at me. "When did I ever say I was tired of your lecturing?" I sneered. "What, you forgot your own words?" I continued. "That time Tyler video called me without speaking, I thought it was an accident. But what you said in that booth, I heard it loud and clear. You said I was always preaching, that my paternal authority was too much, that I tried to control everything. You said you wanted a dad-type boyfriend. Someone like Tyler." Sophia panicked. "That was just a joke. If I really hated you, I wouldn't keep coming back to find you. I only threw tantrums because I liked you. You always tolerated me before, so why did you take it seriously this time? Ethan, I really don't understand. When you ignored me for 2 weeks, I was in so much pain. Every day I hoped you'd reach out first. Wasn't that always how it was before? Why did you think I hated you? When I realized you hadn't shown up at school, I nearly lost it. I legit went crazy. I was freaked out thinking I'd never see you again. I called every friend I had, trying to track you down. And I never, not once, imagined you'd just ditch me like that. Go abroad, Ethan, seriously? How can you be so cold?" Her eyes were red, tears streaming down her face. I was fed up and didn't want to look anymore. Are you done? If you're bored, go pour your heart out to your good male bestie. I'm eating, I snapped. Sophia wiped her tears and, through her crying, gave a faint smile. You're still hung up on Tyler. That means you still care about me, huh? I was speechless. She added, voice breaking, don't block me. This is my last line. Don't force me to come find you, Ethan. What a lunatic. I just hung up the call, no words. Chapter 12. I knew Sophia was capable of this kind of stunt. It was only a WeChat chat. Let it stay on Do Not Disturb. I wasn't gonna reply anyway. For 3 straight days, I flooded my feed with pics of yummy food. My mom noticed and asked curiously who was cooking all this. I vaguely said it was a girl I shared a flat with, also an international student. One night, not used to the food abroad, I made a pot of cola-braised wings, filling the place with smoke. My roommate, her pretty face all wrinkled with worry, came into the kitchen and made me a bowl of tomato and egg noodles. I slurped every last drop. After that, every time she cooked, she invited me too. I told my mom, her name's Rebecca. We're food buddies now. Mom laughed slyly, knowing. After class, I went to the supermarket to grab some ribs to cook with my beautiful roommate that evening. But as soon as I got downstairs, there was Sophia, waiting. Chapter 13. Sophia had a lunchbox in her hands. Thinking back, besides my parents, I hadn't told anyone where I lived. She must have pieced it together from my photo backgrounds. She looked at me. Ethan, you've lost weight. I choked. Didn't have the heart to tell her I'd actually gained 5 pounds thanks to Rebecca's cooking. She bit her lip. I know you don't want to see me, but I still wanted to come. She pulled out her phone and showed me the chat screen. I've already cut ties with Tyler. Can you forgive me now? I frowned. So what? There's no us anymore. Stop bothering me. Her eyes instantly teared up. I'm begging you. Don't treat me like this. She grabbed my sleeve, looking at me pitifully. I was wrong, Ethan. Please, just one last chance. I'll take any condition as long as I can be with you. You can scold me, hit me, just don't break up with me. I'd had enough. I yanked her hand off and flung the lunchbox across the room. I snapped. What's the point of this now, Sophia? It's not that you realized your mistakes. You just realized no one's spending on you anymore. You keep whining. I love to preach, right? My paternal authority's too strong? But have you ever thought I'm not your dad? I got no obligation to spend money on you. Think I'm wrong? Say it. Don't try to manipulate me by moralizing. That line, besides venting, has zero substance. You buy clothes for trips, photos, then return them for a refund. You have a boyfriend, yet keep things ambiguous with other guys. Shouldn't that be called out? Me making a fuss? You once begged to go to the same university as me. I thought that was so sweet. I picked C University for you, only to find out it was Tyler's idea. Shameless. Coaxing you instead of slapping you? That's me being merciful. Sophia's pupils widened in shock. She opened her mouth, but no words came out. I continued, that day we fought, I told myself to calm down and talk later. But you didn't show. Didn't answer my calls. And in the end, I see the news, a girl rider crashed. I was worried sick. By the time I got there, I'd ripped my leg. And you? You were in Tyler's arms, crying. Sophia shook her head, finally breaking down. I'm sorry, Ethan. Really sorry. I didn't know. I didn't hear. I was scared. I just clung to him instinctively. She tried to move closer. My patience snapped. A sharp slap across her face. She stood there, tears streaming, stunned. I laughed. You say you didn't know, but you enjoyed the ambiguity, didn't you, male bestie? Flirtation disguised as friendship. Don't tell me you didn't know how wild his posts were. Shameless, Sophia. I turned to leave. She dropped to her knees, clutching me, sobbing. I swear I never liked him, not even a little. Those posts? To make you jealous. Thin, 10+ years of feelings. I can't let go. No more guys, no more male besties. Don't break up with me. I'm begging you. Now she was bawling with zero dignity. Gone was the goddess-class beauty. Forget it. Since she came all this way, I stood there and scolded her for over 30 minutes until Rebecca, still in her apron, came down with a dark face. Dinner. If you don't come now, not even chicken bones left. I was mid-cook, so I told her to take the ribs back first. Rebecca stared at me, baffled, not eating. I made passion fruit durian shaved ice, spicy turkey noodles with crispy fried chicken. Took me ages, and you don't want it? I thought about it. Totally unfair. So I went to eat. But Sophia clung to my pants, crying. Brother, who is she? Rebecca shoved her aside, rolling her eyes. Runny-nosed and pitiful. What tragic drama are you even trying to pull? Chapter 14. With school on her shoulders, Sophia couldn't stay long. But she came back sometimes, just standing downstairs silently. Every time she saw Rebecca and me together, she gave Rebecca a disdainful glance and sneered. Rebecca, holding groceries, nudged me. She just called you shit. I was speechless. With Sophia pestering me constantly, I thought about moving. I'd missed dorm applications, so I'd rented near campus. Recently, a dorm opened. My food buddy roommate heard but didn't say a word. Just pounded cucumbers extra hard. We didn't talk all day. Finally, Rebecca pouted and asked, "Hot pot skewers? Want some?" A bit embarrassed, I said, "No, trying to eat light." Rebecca thought seriously. "Then I'll make non-spicy ones." Okay. While eating the clear broth skewers, Rebecca said, "Your ex. If she shows up again, I've got a way to deal with her. No need to move out 'cause of her." I asked, "What way?" Rebecca snorted but didn't answer. I didn't know exactly what she did, but Sophia didn't show up for a whole month. Only her messages kept coming, pointless updates about her life. Another month passed. I deleted her after confessing to Rebecca. Chapter 15. The next time Sophia came, it was 8 p.m. Rebecca and I were on the balcony grilling. Mood was perfect. Rebecca leaned closer, shy. "Can I kiss you?" My phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. "Don't kiss her. Don't kiss her. Don't kiss her. I'm begging you." I knew who it was. I glanced at the street but also wanted to close that chapter. When Rebecca closed her eyes, I kissed her. Chapter 16. Later, I heard that night Sophia stood in the rain all night. When she went back to China, she got sick. And Tyler? He went racing on the highway late at night multiple times, broke his leg, all because of her. Sophia never expected I'd actually move on, start a new relationship. She thought I'd wait forever. She was dead wrong.